Hello, everyone. Today we're going over Posthornycore, the highly anticipated follow-up to June 2020's Hornycore by Bradley Parker, this time with the help of the Garlic Bread Heroes, those being Logan, Gavin, Tim, Sean, Dew, John, and Michael, some of these people I've covered on my channel before, all assisting in some way on one or more songs to make this possible. We start out with Hornycore Enters into Heaven. Yeah, this is a weird way to start an album. I can almost hear a melody though. On song 2, Songs About Other People, we get a very cock-style song with lyrics about basic relationshiping dumpingness. None more emphasized in than the lyrics Bandcamp is like OnlyFans but free when you're writing songs about fucking someone that's not me. Song 3 is incredibly discordant and a depressing song. This song might not be my favorite, but I understand its place, and for as destructive as the piano might be, I can hear a melody coming from Brad on the vocals. Song number 4 is an acoustic ballad of sorts that has 3 parts, and don't really connect in my eyes, not instrumentally, but lyrically they don't connect. Maybe I don't know why the country was stunned in silence when Alec Trebek's mustache grew back the very next day, but I like the song. In fact, I really do like this song. So far, everything on this album has been different. On that note, Song 5 is a cover, and yeah, sorry, but I like the Silver Jews version better. It's a silly and a nice song. I don't hate it, but it's just not my favorite on this album. Song 6. Okay, after the last song I thought that this was another cover, but it's not. It kinda sounds like Karma Police by Radiohead. Don't kill me, it's just my opinion. And well, I don't know, it's not a bad thing. In fact, I think it's one of the strongest songs on here. And with that, I think that Old YouTube might be my least favorite song on the album. I honestly can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but it's just off. But it picks up on the song Charles, a 4-part song that talks about various things, such as 2 sheriffs sitting in a Starbucks downtown, and every 3 months, Brad asks the cashier out in his head. Solid tune. Posthornycore. What a wonderfully peaceful song, full of joy. I'm Not Sorry, similar to Vain as Shit. This is a spoken word song, a short one at that. I mean, it's only 1 minute and 6 seconds long, and honestly, it's a good way to end the album. Now, I wanted to do something special for this album review, which I rate 8 out of 10, by the way, by doing an interview with the person responsible for the album, Brad himself. So here it is.
I feel like I'm gonna look like a gamer or something with like wearing headphones, or I like never wear like my real headphones in public. All right, hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, cool. Now we can.
All right, we're in. I'm a big fan of your videos. We're all big fans. When I sit at work at the office I work at, and I have nothing else to do, which is always, I watch your videos, and I like the speakers really bad, so I can't really hear what's happening. But I like watching them. Sometimes, like if I really am like trying to hear exactly what you're saying, I'll like turn it all the way up, and it will just sound like, but I can like still hear it. Anyway, yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm so used to just making videos only for myself and the people that I know. So it's good to know that some people do actually watch it outside of my friends.
Yeah, it's gotta be kind of weird. Like you make a video and then it's like that some random people in Boston will just be like most likely will be watching it.
All right, I'm gonna start with some of my actual written down questions.
Oh yeah,
Um,
do the interview.
my first question: are some of the songs just recorded with a webcam?
Oh, for this is for the new one, right? The Bradley Parker. I don't really know what like is a webcam just like a laptop mic
Yeah, pretty
or
much like any like microphone that's built into a device like your laptop or your computer. Like, did you record any?
yeah, the whole thing was recorded. just like that, like just straight up into the laptop. Some of them were voice memos on my phone, like like the ones where it was just me, was mostly that. But when I have to like multi-track, I'll do it into the laptop, right? Just like into Audacity. Um,
So you make all of your music in Audacity.
yes, unless I'm doing it on tape.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
I'm a Audacity truther, only Audacity. I refuse to work on any other. I have sometimes, like if I'm in another band, like they put a gun in my head, I'll do it some other way, but only Audacity and laptop mic. It's the
Hmm.
only way.
Yeah. So when you do stuff on tape, do you have like one of the small tape recorders?
Well, actually, I have it right here. I haven't touched it since Death Snail. Um, just because it's like I just want to do something else, but I have a 4 track.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. That's how I kind of like Gavin was like the main like guy who knew how to do stuff, and then when quarantine happened, he had to go, so I was like had to like figure it all out, and after 90 songs, I kind of got a hang of it.
To clear up any confusion, yes, on the Freed Snail by Death Snail, Brad did record 90 fucking songs.
But I also have like the Walkman for like the other Bradley Parker. That was all into the Walkman. Um,
So can you try to run down how many bands you actually have?
I stopped counting this year. I don't know. It's kind of depends what you say, because like bands like with other people, like I consider that to be like a real band, like someone where you're in, like another person, like active. Probably like, I mean, bands that I like play with actually like every week is probably only like three,
Mm-hmm.
but like technically that are active probably like 10, and then ones that are just me like 15, and then like all the ones like memes and shit. Well, it's a fine line, but probably like 20. I don't know.
What made you make the Thanksgiving song, and why not a Christmas song? And does the lyric I'm at the point where I'm really glad they forced us to talk about Christmas on the song Charles have anything to do with that?
uh, well, the short answer is not really. The reason it's Thanksgiving is because my birthday is on Thanksgiving every 7 years.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
so I feel like that just revealed the deep state right there. And that song is kind of like about existing. Um, so that was you can, it's open to interpretation, but that is, I guess, important to know. The whole album is all was written there in like the first 2 weeks of November, written recorded. Charles, that line is that whole song. I was downtown Boston, and I was in the Starbucks, and I heard two sheriffs talking about Christmas, and it was just like a super normal scene. They just seemed like two nice dudes, like park sheriffs, like living their life or whatever. And so I was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna write like a vignette about it. And then I was like, vignettes are really like kind of silly. So that was like where the first line came from. And then I just kind of, I don't know. It was just all about that one day. There's always a guy. Whenever I'm there at like the same time, he's always like playing the same song in the park. That's where that other line came from. I don't know. It's all very like pretty much all things that happen in my songs like happen in real life.
Yeah, I can imagine that since a lot of the songs are very uber specific, like everything is very poignant. And I wanted to ask while you were talking, I was thinking a lot about like do you record in your room? Like I suppose that this is your room.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of them are recorded right here. Uh, the ones with like drums and stuff. There was this one was actually recorded all over the place there because there was a lot of different features on it. Like it was like all these different people playing on the album, so kind of all over the place. But like this was the main spot for like the acoustic stuff.
Are you gonna do any future collaborations with the Garlic Bread Heroes?
Yeah, well, we were gonna like make it become like a normal thing. Like my friend Do, he wrote like the music for that Thanksgiving song, and but he had this space like, and the thing like got shut down, like condemned or whatever, like right after we went and recorded. So I don't really know. We kind of want to, but uh, just like logistically, I'm not sure if it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. There's a lot of styles on the record. Some like solo piano ballads, some solo guitar ballads, some full band songs like "Honk If You're Lonely" and "Thanksgiving Song." Which was your favorite to make, like out of all the styles?
Definitely Honk If You're Lonely was super fun. Also Thanksgiving song. We did that like right after uh and it was like all live, and Honk If You're Lonely was just like, it's just like really dumb, and we all were like doing the gang vocals, and it was like super super fun. Um and Thanksgiving song was like that too, only it was like slightly, more serious, and we kind of had to like write it. Uh, but it was, yeah, it was real fun. Recording by myself is not fun. I don't like doing that, but it's just like
Yeah.
somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. So I would assume that your favorite song on the on Post Hornycore would be "Honk If You're Lonely" since you had the most fun with it.
Yeah, I would say like the best one. The only ones that I think are really, I have a very quick like caring about an album thing. So like after I released it, I was already like, okay, I don't like this album anymore. I think the only ones that are like still worth listening to are those two, and also songs by other people. Which Gavin, he did all the like backing band for that, like remote from New Jersey. I like sent him the song and he did the rest. So
On the ninth track, I think the one right before you did a poetry line or whatever.
oh yeah,
It's called Post Hornycore, just spaced weirdly. Um,
Posthornycore.
yeah. Did you uh did you try to make it sound like a panic attack? And how did you do that? Um,
uh, sure, yeah. It was. I guess it was supposed to. It was one of those songs where like I knew, like I had the idea for it, and I didn't know how it was gonna sound, but I knew it would sound cool. So I like kind of came up with this thing, and I recorded it on. I didn't have my laptop that day, so I like could only record on my phone separate tracks. So I just did it two times on the piano and two times on the drums, and then I just was like, "Hey, I'm gonna put this all together, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I know it'll sound good." And then I sent it to my friend Michael, and he played cello over it, and I knew he would do something great with it. So I like didn't have to even think about it. I don't even know. I might have listened to it once, but I think, yeah, I think Gavin had to like, it was such a loud file that he had to do something to like fix it. But um, yeah,
it was just
I
too
think it's good.
it was too good. He had to do something. So, what instruments you play? Acoustic guitar and piano, right?
Yeah, I don't know what else I did. I think I played drums on Thanksgiving and organ, but you can't hear the organ in the take we did. And yeah, I guess I didn't play bass on any of the songs. Actually, I don't think there is bass on any. Oh no, there's bass on the second one because of Gavin.
Mhm.
Uh, oh, there's all no. I did play bass on Honk If You're Lonely because we were doing like the Rocky Horror thing. I forgot. So I guess I ticked all the boxes.
Yeah. So how did you and Gavin meet?
We met. So I was actually. He's gonna be mad when he watches this and he sees what I say. But I was actually his peer mentor at school. He like came in like he was like a transfer student, and I was like his peer mentor. And like I was in this band. We were in. I had this band called Kevin, um, and I was like, I need a bassist. So I was like grooming him to like be in the band, and eventually, then we started hanging out and like going to shows and stuff, and then eventually, we like hated Kevin together, and then we were like, do you want to be in a noise band? And the rest is history. Crash course.
So you told me that you're not very technical, but you do have a YouTube channel, and you do upload videos on there, mostly music videos now. Are you the one who edits those, or is it other people? Who is it?
I think I've made all of them. The older ones I made on like my iPad at school, like in high school. The new ones I like just down for the cog video. I downloaded. I like was able to find like 2012 or 2008 Movie Maker, which is the last time that I like kind of knew what I was doing. So like that's how I made that video. I was like, okay, I know how to use this. It had like all those old like slides, and I was like, yeah, okay, this is my jam.
Okay. Um, so it was really nice talking to you. Thank you for
Yeah,
accepting my interview and stuff.
thank you. It's always love hearing your thoughts and listening to your tunes and etc.
All right.
etc.
Goodbye.
Good night.